Hello, welcome. How's it going? Go for a walk, shall we? Haven't done a stream for a while. I've just been relaxing in this place. It's pretty nice, to be honest. Really nice. It's probably the coolest place I've ever been. Or this is definitely the coolest country I've ever been to. There's no doubt about that. Wow, what is that? What is that? It's a TV, and on the screen, you can't see that. I don't know. I don't think you can see that, but it's a kettle on a stove, a cartoon kettle, and there's a cat there on a lead and a dog. But look, that's really weird. What is that? That's like a really old TV. That's really weird. Really interesting. Don't know what that is, but cool. So this is Da Nang, Vietnam, and it's really cool. It's a really, really, really nice place to be. I really do think it's quite swell. And it's a really good place to heal and clean the body and be healthy. Anywhere tropical, anywhere that you go that's tropical, that is a really nice place for you to clean yourself and heal yourself because the fruit quality is amazing. And even the processed food is made out of nicer ingredients. So even if you get like candy and stuff, it'll be minimally processed. For example, I just had some soursop sweets, and they were just made from sugar and soursop and a little bit of rice paper, and that was it. But they were processed, but soursop, rice paper, sugar, that's it. They were the three ingredients. So when you're in a country like this, the ingredients are definitely cleaner. Hello, Holly. How are you? Flower Power. Hello. How's it going? A little bit cloudy today. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Just going for a walk. This place is really nice to walk around as well. It's really chill vibes here. It's got everything, this city. It's actually the coolest city I've been to. I love it. It has everything. It has a beach, and then if you cross the bridge over there, it has a big city. And then it also has temples, Buddhist temples. It has a countryside area at the top. There's loads of hills over there as well, beyond the city. Like nature and more natural places to go and visit. It has everything. Yeah, I'm all right. I've just been chilling and relaxing, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's interesting. TikTok does that sometimes. It is a little bit like that sometimes. Watermelon only first. Yeah, you could do that. I've done it. I did it for 58 days recently. And that wasn't just watermelon, that was watermelon juice. So if you wanted to eat nothing but watermelon, you can expect to eat 4 or 5 of them every day. So you'd wake up, have one for breakfast, and then 2 or 3 hours later have another one, 2 or 3 hours later have another one, 2 or 3 hours later have another one. You'd expect to eat 4 or 5 watermelons a day if you were going to do watermelon only. Because watermelon is quite low in calories and sugar, so you would expect to have more of that. Storm and Norman, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, you can do that though. That would really cleanse you. A lot of watermelon. It's all about getting the colon rehydrated. However, you can do that. And obviously, the best way to do that is fruits and living liquids, juices, like that sort of thing. Like they're doing sugarcane there. This place has sugarcane juice everywhere, every corner, every street. Like there's people with these big fruit stands, and they have look. There's one there as well, and they have fresh fruit. And everyone here has a juicer, like a decent juicer, high quality juicer. Everyone here has that. Is sugarcane juice alive too, and is hydrating as fruit juice? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's still structured water. It comes from the sugarcane. Obviously, the sugarcane is alive. As hydrating as fruit juice, it depends because it's higher in sugar. That's just like asking, is watermelon as hydrating as orange? It's like watermelon is more hydrating than orange because watermelon has less sugar in it, so it's closer to the density of water. Whereas orange is higher in sugar, which means it has more astringency and pulls more toxins out of tissue, but it's less hydrating. And so you got to find the right balance. Wow, what's this over here? I've never looked in there before. It's like it's like a housing estate with a park. Does a calm nervous system create a better life? Yeah, of course. You already know the answer to that question before you asked it, to be honest. That's like asking, would I be happier if I had £1 million? It's like, yes. The answer is always yes. You guess grapes are better then? Well, no, there's no such thing as better. It's just, like I said, it's more about what is more suitable for whatever situation you're in. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this stream right now. My energy field is wide open and they're all trying to... Can you hear all the noise around me? Like, that's what happens when your energy field is wide open. There'll just be noise. They follow, like, they'll beep their horn as they go past and stuff. And remember, it's not the people doing that, but that is what they do. Lots of beeping. Yeah, I know. It's not a coincidence. Let me say that. It's not a coincidence. Oh, I've never been this way. Let's go and have a look. But yeah, you got a distiller recently, but the whole thing is stainless steel. Yeah, to be fair, I have one of those. And it's still way clean. Like, the water that comes out of that is going to be way cleaner than any other water that you buy. Easily. Just make sure you're catching it in a glass jug. Don't catch it in plastic. Catch it in a glass jug. So if the jug that it came with is plastic, get a glass one. That'd be much better. How about Coca-Cola? There's certain questions that you already know the answer to before you ask them. The thing with Coca-Cola is you can eat it or have it during your transition because it's low in fat and it's full of sugar. It's high in sugar. So for a transition, it's pretty good. I was drinking it. But if you're going to ask ultimately, see, this is the conundrum that we have when talking about what's healthy and what isn't. Because what does healthy mean? If I say to you, what is a healthy food? And you say to me, an avocado, right? Lots of people believe that to be a healthy food. But there's a certain stage of cleanliness and detoxification that you can reach where an avocado is not ideal to consume. But for most people, an avocado is very alkaline, living, and will alkalize your body and pull toxins out. And so for most people, an avocado is healthy. There are some people in this world who have cleaned themselves to the point where an avocado is not ideal for them. And all the foods are like that. So when asking, is a food healthy? That's not really a good question. The better question to ask is, what is the best food for my current state of being right now? And to start to determine that, you need to learn how your body works by cleaning it. You need to understand how your body works. It's not a case of, hey, this is healthy and that's that. There's no blanket statements like that. It's just different tools for different stages of the process based on your alignment, your level of detoxification, and what you can currently process and what you have access to. So there is no answer. Is this healthy? The answer is, well, maybe for you, maybe not. You're a water girl. Yeah, just get coconut water if you can. The Coles one is $2.85. That's absolutely the best. But if you like normal water, then obviously that distiller is the best thing you can buy. Is putting oil on your hair for it to grow okay? Dude, if you want your hair to regrow, if you've got receding hairlines, you need to clean your body. Because it's the hair follicles being blocked. That's all it is. That's all a receding hairline is. The hair doesn't ever stop growing. It's just if the hair follicles get blocked, then it will stop growing. So I'm living proof. I have both sides of my head where I had a receded hairline. The hair is now growing back. Quite literally, I have. So I haven't cut my hair in a year. I think 9 months to a year. And I have short hairs growing where my hair used to be receded. They're about 1.5 inches long now. So that's 1.5 inches. So that's what, at some point in the last 4 to 5 weeks, my hair started growing back. So very possible. Don't put oil on your head to do it. Clean your body. Unblock the hair follicles from the inside. What's the best way to get calcium? Just stop putting acids in your body, and your body you won't really need the external calcium. Maybe you might need to replenish it a little bit. And you can do that however you see fit, but your body will always get what it needs. And so if you say your body needs calcium, right? If your body needed calcium, your body would direct you to the food it needed. If you learn to listen to your body, it will tell you. The body speaks. You just got to learn how to interpret what it's saying. If the body needs a certain mineral, certain vitamin, certain anything, it will direct you to it by making you crave that food. How's the weather? You're coming next week. You're seeing rain all week. Bro, it says it rains and then it's like this, bro. Don't listen to the forecast. It's just like, yesterday it was really sunny. I looked at the forecast yesterday, it said it was going to rain. And then it was hot and sunny all day. And I was riding around on the bike, walking around and stuff all day. So don't listen to the forecast. And I'll tell you something. If it does rain, because it's so warm here, it's like 33 degrees right now. Because it's so warm here, you don't really feel it. Like, if it's raining, I'll go out in it. Because as soon as it stops, you dry off in like 2 minutes. Because it's so warm. It's not the same as rain. You know, like if you're in England and it rains, it's like, oh, I'm not going out in that. But here, if it rains, it's like whatever. It doesn't matter. Because it's so warm and comfortable. Tropical. A breatharian guy eats nothing. Yeah, Wiley Brooks. I learned a lot from Wiley Brooks. Hey, MG. Yeah, I'm good. I'm going through another detox ascension phase. Don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell, but like when my videos, so sometimes I'll make like 10 videos a day or like 5 or 6 videos a day. And then other times it'll be every couple of days I'll make one. And those are the times I'm going through like big level ups or detoxes or ascensions and learning. So this is the way I've always done it. I've always gone through an experience, gathered the insight, and then integrated it. And that's when I'll share whatever I can teach that will help people. All right, let's go this way. I don't want to walk too close to the main road. How should you do a cleanse as a beginner? Just stop eating fats, all fats, and then eat nothing but carbohydrates. That's really the only rule you want to stick to at the beginning. There's nothing but carbs. Stick to carbs. Have zero fat, have lots of juices, lots of liquid, and keep away from fats. And if you do that, you'll start to rehydrate your fascia, which is your crystalline body, which is also known as your emotional body. And then you will cleanse yourself, which is an emotional cleansing process. And what that will do is liberate you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. How's the weather? Oh yeah, you've already asked. But yeah, it's fine. It's very pleasant. You'll never, ever, ever put on a jacket. You've been really struggling with confidence, feeling ugly since transition, taking a while to recalibrate. Yeah, you might get puffy sometimes in your face area, and that's just a natural part of this. I know that feeling. I bet almost everyone who's doing this transition is feeling that a little bit in some way. Do you know the best way to mitigate it is use the energy from the carbohydrates to do some exercise. It's just a part of the process. You say, why are we in trash? What do you mean? I'm just walking. Are drugs like marijuana, is it bad? There's no such thing as, okay, so there's just different stages of the process require different things. So, like I was saying, there's no such thing really when it comes to things you consume within reason. Like, I'm not saying everything, but like, don't take that out of context. But everything can be useful at a certain stage of the detoxification process. So it's all about using your discernment to figure out if something is useful for you right now. But usually, when people are asking that question, they're basically asking if it's okay to continue doing it all the time, looking for a way to justify it. And you don't need to justify that. If you are doing something all the time, it's because you need it for some reason. Whatever that is. That's what addiction is. It's because you need the thing for whatever reason. It's doing things that you can't see for your benefit. So with addictions and stuff, just do them until you don't want to do them anymore. Is that Vietnam? Yes, it is. It actually is the coolest country in the world, or that I've been to ever. And I used to say that about Thailand, but now that I've spent a good amount of time here, I really love this. I love it more than Thailand. It's like Thailand, so for me, it's like Thailand, but a better version in every way, or almost every way. I think every way, to be honest. Is there any way that you could join my journey? What, as in walking around here with me? If you were to walk around with me right now, then there would be less time for me to speak to the comments. Usually in these live streams, it gets to the point where there's like 100 comments that I have to catch up with. So if you were walking with me, then I wouldn't be able to possibly speak to everybody. England been well hot, 30. Someone in England would say they would love some rain. It's funny. You don't really want rain. And let me tell you, I was in Thailand for 6 months, and then I was in Vietnam for like 10 days. And then I went to Sydney, and in Sydney it was raining. And on the first day, I thought to myself, wow, isn't this nice? I haven't seen rain for a while. I'm wearing a jacket, it was cozy. And then the next day it rained again, and my brain was just like, we don't like the rain. One day of it is okay. It's like one day every 6 months you need of rain, but that's what I need. Is your gut like a second brain? Yes. How many thoughts are you having that you believe to be yours? That's really like the core message that I want to convey, is that most of the thoughts that you're having are not yours. And it's even like most of the things that you think you like doing, most of the activities you do, most of the people you hang out with, like, who is it that enjoys that? That's really the sort of thing you want to be asking yourself as you clean and heal your body. And you will get those answers as you go. It becomes impossible to ignore. Is fruit the best thing to feed a baby after coming off of breast milk? I have absolutely no experience with feeding children. And I get messages from people sometimes saying, hey, like my kid's like 14 and he wants to do the detox. Is it okay? And my response is, there's no age too young to begin eating healthy food. Most people feed their babies baby formula. They feed them Heinz baby food things. They'll cook oven food. And so asking questions like that is something for you to determine based on what you understand about your level of health and your level of detoxification. So you have to use your discernment. How long after atlasing can you take your teeth retainer bracket off? Well, when the realignment begins from having the atlas realigned, when that begins, you will know about it. So you won't need to ask that question. When it's time, you will know. It's just like asking, when is it time to stop smoking cigarettes? You just know. There just comes a day where you don't want to do it anymore. And like you'll get a feeling in your body. Your body will tell you, basically. He is in Da Nang, Vietnam. Yes, he is. Hello, red flag, hi. Meant to be on the back of your teeth forever? No, nothing like that needs to be there forever. Your body will tell you. There'll come a day. But once you get your atlas in, it takes about 8 months for the realignment to begin in most cases. So don't worry too much about that for now. Just wait until your body gives you the signal. What carbs do I recommend? All of them, any. Whatever ones you like. Bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, any. Anything you want. What's my goal? My goal for what? Today? Or for life? Who's asking? Bahal. Natty Tessie, hello, how are you? What do you reckon about the Brooks guy saying McDonald's is 5D food? It is. I don't know how crazy that sounds. But it is. But just because it is doesn't mean it's easy to navigate. You still have to always follow the detox principles. And fast food is acidic and is made with deep fat frying and lots of chemicals. And so if you're going to explore that, be very, very intentional about how you do it. But it is magical in a way. But that will only make sense once you've cleaned your body. Again, there's a lot of things you have to do for that to begin to make sense. You have to clean your body to a really high standard, and then you have to somehow decide, right, I'm going to try out fast food and see what happens. Very few people are going to do that. You love the rain. Nice and moist. Yeah. I prefer the warm and the sun and the tropical climate. To be fair, there's a lot of that around, but it just doesn't feel wrong. I don't know why. It just feels like a nice chill place to travel around. Look, there's like nice stuff around. That's just like par for the course in a tropical place generally. That just sort of happens, but it's just like fine. It's just fine. What's in there? You definitely got that from my mum. What from your mum? I didn't get anything from your mum. Where is this? This is Da Nang, Vietnam. This is probably the coolest city I've been to. But definitely top 3. And then the other one is also in Vietnam. That's a very cool city, but it doesn't have a beach. The other one, Saigon in Vietnam, doesn't have a beach. So oh, dude, yeah, she doesn't actually think that. She's just been convinced to try and convince you of that, so you stop eating that food. Thanks. Hey, Freya, hello. Yeah, it's been a few days since I did a live. I've been going through a detox. What's going on? Can you talk more about feeling? Well, what do you want me to say? Your emotions are in your fascia. The fascia is the connective tissue. Well, that's what they call it. It's actually the crystalline body. It's the emotional body. And so your emotions, you have like an emotional system, and you feel emotions in your body as physical things. And you need to rehydrate your fascia, basically. Your body will store emotions in it. Hello. Your body will store emotions in it. You can have emotions stored in your intestines. But if you want me to talk about feeling, rehydrate your body and get those old blockages out, and you'll see that there were emotions stuck in your body, and then you will begin to feel them and process them. And once you begin to do that, you'll learn how to allow yourself to feel emotions. And when you learn how to allow yourself to feel emotions, then you will process them as they happen instead of letting them get stuck. And then nothing will stick to you. All excess weight, is emotional weight. That's what it is. And you can do it in a different type of way. Like, there are certain people who bodybuild from that place of emotional, like, unwilling to feel emotion. And so there are people who are like really jacked and like really like butch and buff from lifting weights that have stacked on all that weight emotionally. Because if you lift weights, you can eat more and stuff more emotions in. So it's all about learning how to let yourself feel things. You saw my videos on YouTube. Cool, man. Yeah, so the ones on YouTube are just the same as the TikTok ones, except they're the same as the TikTok ones, except they are about a month or 5 weeks in time debt. I don't know why I phrased it like that, but yeah. So if you go to my YouTube, it's like 5 weeks. Like the video that got uploaded today, I filmed it 5 weeks ago. What is my opinion on... Do you know what's funny? TI also stands for True Immortal. I noticed that the other day. So if you ever identify as a TI, just call yourself a True Immortal. You're an immortal. You're an immortal being, and that's why they do it. But what's my opinion on that? Yeah, wow. That, you know, like if you've paid attention to my stuff, you know my opinion on that. It's very much a thing, but it's not people consciously doing it in many cases. Some cases, yes, but basically, if you have parasites in your body, then they will basically, so you have parasites in your body, everyone does. Sometimes they'll say to you, hey, go and eat this thing, and you'll be like, yeah, they'll convince you that it's a good idea to eat something, right? Or do you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. But there are some people, they'll convince them that it's a good idea to follow them around or any of that. So it's not the people, it's never the people, it's the parasites. But some people don't, or most people don't realize that they have parasites. Almost everyone doesn't realize it. You know that old saying, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist. Well, try and tell the average person that they're being driven by parasites. It's very much like kind of futile. And so most people don't realize that these things exist. But that's what that is. Do you think you're still on trial and error phase, or you're on the roof yet? I'm somewhere in the middle of it. I'm somewhere in the middle of it. Most people are on the roof at 29. Every single person with a 6 in their profile that I've ever spoke to goes on the roof at 29. And to be honest, I stopped drinking and doing other stuff, like taking certain things, when I was 29. And so that's me transitioning to the roof, is healing myself, right? So I don't know how long that will take. This, if I had to be honest, this is the roof, right? Look how I live. This is okay. Like, this is the roof. I made it, if you want to call it that. Like this is the roof. So maybe I expect too much. I think this is already pretty fantastic. But this is one thing. I do express gratitude every day. And anytime I'm feeling any type of negative way now, this is something that I learned from Bashar. Anytime I'm feeling any type of negativity, he calls it the triple A. It's appreciate, it's AAA something, but it's all about appreciating what you have. Just every time you're feeling any type of negativity, just stop and think, what do I have that I appreciate? And I know that sounds silly, but it really, really does work. And the more you practice it, the stronger you become. And so anytime any type of negativity happens, you can build up that place you can go in your mind of appreciation and gratitude for what you do have. And it's really powerful. It really, truly works. I used to roll my eyes when people spoke about gratitude like that a few years ago. I used to roll my eyes at it, but it's really real. Anytime you're feeling any type of negativity, just focus on what you have. Think about what you do have. And be grateful. You're 14 and your mum said something to me. Oh, yeah, your mum did message me. She said, yeah, is it okay to be doing this? And I said exactly what I would say to anyone. I said, there's no age too young to begin being healthy. Like, the earlier that you start getting the acids out of your body, the better. And again, if you're hungry, eat. It's that simple. So there's a different way of, there's a certain circle of, like a sphere of consciousness where you can switch to all the healthy foods but not know what to eat, and then so default to eating nothing but like potatoes. But that's not it. As long as you're eating enough food and eating a decent variety, you don't even need a big variety if you're eating fruits and vegetables, but as long as you're eating enough and making sure you're listening to your body and giving it what it needs. When it says, hey, I need this, and you give it to it, then you're going to be absolutely thriving on this diet. You just got to make sure you eat enough food. Freeman, good. Love your post. Thank you. Hello there, 1WGG1. What was the Atlas realignment map called? It's called Atlas Prophylax. Google it and you'll find a directory. This place is so cool. I absolutely love this country. Look, these are all coconut palms as well. They all have coconuts on them. There's just unlimited coconuts growing. Like all along here, coconut palms. Can you be conscious during sleep? Well, no, the definite no. Yes, but depends how you sleep. Are you passing out or consciously going to sleep? Most of us just, at night time, we get into bed because we pass out, basically. And that's your body resetting itself and doing breath work to detox itself, basically. So, yes, you can be conscious during sleep and you can have lucid dreams and all of that. UK Shab, yo, love your videos. Hello, thank you. We're at the beach today. Check it out. If anyone wants to go on holiday somewhere and you want to go to Asia and you don't know where to go, come to this city. It's awesome. Just wanted to back you up as you're on point. Thank you. Opinions on your beloved Islam? I've never read the Quran, but people who are in any kind of religion tend to use statements such as like in Islam, we believe. In Christianity, we believe. In Buddhism, we believe. What does we believe mean? It means you've been told what to think. You read a book and then everyone agrees on that. And then everybody follows the same consensus. So, and I'm not hating, I'm just saying, these are my thoughts on religion in general. You don't need religion to have a relationship with the Creator. It's like if you're part of a group religion, say you're a Christian and then you go to church and then you have a viewpoint that's different from what the collective believes. So say you're Christian and you go to church and you agree, say, this is just an example, but say you're a Christian, you go to church, you agree with all of it except say there's a part in the Bible where Jesus ate fish. Imagine if you agree with all of it. It's just an example, and then you say, I don't agree that Jesus would have eaten fish. But the collective of Christianity have all decided that that's true, and so they'll try and correct you. They'll be like, no, Jesus did eat fish, and you'll be like, well, I don't believe that, and they'll be like, no, but we believe. You see, if you want to be a good Christian, you have to believe this. That's the kind of thing that religion is. And so it kind of disincentivizes independent thinking. So all religion is like that. I'm not just talking about Islam, I just mean literally all the religions. In America, people are consciously... Oh, is it their full-time job? I think there are people who are paid to do that. But I don't have evidence. I just think that's I don't have any proof. I'm not saying that is what it is. I think that is true. You really think there is a person in everybody? Yeah, I do, yeah. You can do it. You can prove it to yourself. So when you're in a really high vibration, you can cut through to the person. Do you know what I mean? You can snap them out of it. You can wake them up. You've just got to say something that isn't, hello, how are you today? Nice weather we're having. Do you know what I mean? You have to snap them out of it. You have to be like it's just because they're being driven by other entities. All you have to do is, you can wake them up. You just got to snap them out of it. You got to say something that gets the human's attention on the other side. You've got to be in a really high vibration, and you've got to be willing to want to talk to a stranger who you might not necessarily enjoy the presence of if they're in that kind of parasite mode. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a awareness. You just got to see it in yourself, see it within yourself, and then you'll see it in others. I have lived, when I was a child, through that. Like, I've come from the other end to this end, and so that's how I know. That's how I know nobody in this world is doomed. Every single person has the opportunity and the ability to pull themselves out of it, no matter how deeply entranced they seem to be. Nobody is doomed. Everybody can fix it. Yeah, check it out. It's like big petrified tree stump. And now it's a restaurant and a bar. Which I'm not hating. I think it's cool. How do you think your life will change when you get to role model stage at 50? To be honest, I can't even predict what my life is going to be like in 1 year. It's changed so much. So in the last 12 months, my life has changed so much in a really dramatic way, and it continues to do so. And so I wouldn't be able to say, I wouldn't be able to predict what my life is going to look like in 20 years, like, or 18 years, whatever that is. Then there's no way of predicting it. So I just don't think about that. You say Bashar is compromised. Yeah, everybody is. Obviously, if someone is overweight, they're going to be full of parasites and stuff. But Bashar is still awesome. Sorry, I'm 28 messages behind. That was about 5 minutes ago we were talking about that. But Bashar is awesome, and almost everything he says, I resonate with deeply. Bashar is one of the few people that I still listen to a lot. It's party time here. Being grateful is so powerful. Yes, it is. You're sick of people acting like you're going to die when they see you eating fruit the whole day. It's not the people. They don't really believe that. The person underneath actually recognizes that it's powerful. They do. They just won't admit it. You don't hear your intuition in your ears or your mind. Your intuition is just a knowing. That's what intuition is. It's a knowing. It's knowing without having to think. You're waiting for the turning point to give up on eating. Yeah, that's again. If you feel like you're trying to quit, like you see it as an addiction, you really should never feel like you're forcing it. Like if your body's saying have a certain thing, then you should have it, and if it isn't, then don't. It really is that simple. Do I lucid dream? No. I used to. You can practice it. I used to keep a dream journal and stuff, but these days I don't practice it. It doesn't take long. Once you start a dream journal, it's like 4 days, and you'll be recalling like 5 dreams a night. It really doesn't take long. Love the fact that you give a lot of info that helps. Yeah, you're welcome, man. When I give info, I want to make sure that it's going to be useful to someone. Religion isn't actuality. That's the only issue you see with it. What do you mean? Shall bodies keep twisting if you don't do the Atlas prophylax? Yeah. You have to get your Atlas in. Well, I say you have to. If you want to live as long as possible, you have to get your Atlas in. Yeah. It's as mandatory as cleaning your body. You say some beings do not have souls. Yeah, I just don't see that. I really don't. If you saw me when I was a kid, you would have probably called me soulless. And again, like I've been around people that I believe were soulless, and then every now and then you detect that glint of humanity in there. You can bring it out of people. Hello, matey. Hi. What if they don't pull themselves out of it within the next 5 to 10 years? Well, there's no time limit. Well, then maybe there is, but there's like everyone's going to have the opportunity. God is good and life is graceful. Everyone's going to be given the grace to do that, to have the opportunity and the knowledge to do that. Hello. Oh, cool, man. How you doing? How's it going, bro? What are you doing? Just playing some football? Yeah, cool, man. Just doing a stream, bro. Yeah, nice. Nice to meet you, bro. See you later. It sounded like I was being dismissive there. I wasn't. I was saying I'm doing a stream as in that's what I'm doing. It wasn't like I'm just doing a stream. I'm trying to walk away from the guy. You knew that would be the answer. And yet everybody, okay, maybe, but everybody, you got to understand that every single person that is doing a bad thing is under the influence of a parasite. You have to understand that. And so, you know what, for me to come from the childhood I had to get to where I am now, it took a lot. But that's why I understand this process so well. But you have to use your discernment. But everybody can pull themselves out of the parasite hole. It's all just cleaning your body and recognizing what it takes to raise your vibration. Did Jesus have his atlases? To be honest, bro, probably. So if you look at that statue of Saint Bartholomew, you'll see that he had perfect alignment. And Saint Bartholomew is one of Jesus' disciples. You're a few blocks away. Should you come say hi? If you can find me. There's a lot of people in Da Nang. I met a guy 2 days ago. He come running up to me and said, "Hi, are you True Immortal?" I was like, "Yeah." Everyone's partying on this beach. This place is super cool. Yeah, it's very cool. That's what I'm saying. If you want to visit somewhere in Asia, look, even though over that way, look, you see the buildings, they're all like, over there, they all light up. So there's like cyberpunk. So over there's like an actual city feel. So here it's less city-like, more, like beach town, even though it has big buildings. But you're in that bus. No, you're not. That's a lie. Do you think it's possible to dream in 5D? Well, yeah, but you'll just sleep less in 5D. There's less sleep happening in 5D. Whoa. Alright, we're going this way apparently. I don't think I've ever walked that way. Your 1 billion question. Well, dude, everyone is being given the opportunity to clean their body. Everyone. The consciousness, have you noticed how there are like people waking up in stages? Like different generations or certain types of consciousness waking up in stages. Everybody is going to have the chance to clean and heal themselves and restore their humanity. And that's the grace of God. The information is available. If you want to clean yourself, it's available. You can do it. Think about it. Think about when... Okay, so think about it like this. Do you remember like 20 years ago, when someone said they were vegan, it was like insane. They were like a mythical being. You're like, whoa, a vegan? What, you mean you don't eat any animal products? And it was like completely mythical. And these days, it's like there's vegans everywhere. And so these days, I feel like more and more people are going vegan, and everybody has the opportunity and the access to the knowledge of what happens to animals to get that food onto their plate. Do you know what I mean? And so it's going to be the same with cleaning and healing your body and removing the parasites. It'll be common knowledge one day. Just like it's common knowledge now what happens in how meat gets to the shelves of the supermarket. That's common knowledge. In the West anyway. Here it's a bit different. But here they still have like fish in tanks over there that they just put on, that they cook for people and stuff. So in Asia it's a bit different, but it'll be common knowledge here as well. There are vegan restaurants around here. And so it's going to be the same with healing and cleaning your body. So everybody's going to be afforded the knowledge of how to do it. Ooh. What do I think about fasting for days? Yeah, you should do it. I did. I've done 350 days of juice fasting, my longest being 96 days. You can do it. It will change your life. You wish they would do it with you. You see the real person of your mum. You want to meet her so bad. But that's what I'm saying. You see the glimpse of humanity every now and then. It doesn't mean that they're an NPC. It just means that they have a lot of parasites. Different. And that's the compassion that you gain through cleansing yourself. So cleaning yourself teaches you compassion, because you see these things come out of you, and then you see how it changes you and how it awakens you, and then you see it in everyone else, and you're like, oh, they're not a bad person. They just have parasites. There's no such thing as a bad person. There's just different, there's just bodies with different amounts of parasites in them. You've learned so much from me and Arnold Ehret, you don't even know what to ask anymore. Instinctually, you want to reply to people. Yeah, that's what I did. I learned about it all, did it, and then I started teaching it. And if you're a projector, then you're going to want to teach it. Going to the gym relying on the plant protein, is that a good thing? Well, it's better than relying on animal parts, animal bodies. Wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you say? Legendary stats. You know a bunch of very skinny people with parasites? Yeah, of course. Everybody has them. They're in your brain. That's not even a joke. They're in your brain. They're in your brain, they're in your spine, they're in your feet, they're in your gut, they're everywhere. No joke. And then once you realize that, it's like, oh, everybody has that. You're an emotional projector. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you have this natural inclination to wanting to teach. How cool is this place? It's got such a chill vibe for a big city. It's so nice. And this is like a busy bit. If you go like further that way, it's even more chill. I was staying up there a few days ago, then I moved down this end. I like it down this end more though. I like the energy of it. There's dogs everywhere as well. I stayed in a hotel yesterday that had 5 cats. It was a cat hotel, and that was really cool. What does a manifesting generator do? Generators generate, so you're generating life force. Yeah, you change reality by changing yourself. That's it. And if enough people do that, it changes the whole reality. Hello, Julie. What's the best parasite cleanse? 72 hours. Dude, you're not getting rid of your parasites in 72 hours. The best parasite cleanse is changing your entire lifestyle, getting your atlas put back in, cleaning your body diligently, and focusing on restoring your immortality for the rest of your life, basically. No big deal. Just a couple of bits. You just got to diligently focus on it 24/7 for the next 50 years. No, I'm exaggerating there, but you do have to put a lot of effort in. You do have to focus on it. You do have to intentionally cleanse and intentionally change your food and all of that. It's a whole process. I know a guy, a friend of mine, he had 200 colon cleanses, like colonics, in a year. So he was going multiple times every week. 200 in a year. So like almost every other day or more than it. Just a lot, basically. And he was removing parasites, biofilm, gunk, mucus, and poo while living on liquids every single time he went. And he's still removing... He's the only person who has shown me pictures of like 15-foot parasites. Like crazy long parasites that he has ejected from his body. And he does it every day. He's been removing them every day. I know a guy who's lived on liquids for over a year and he's still removing solid waste. You got to realize how packed in it is, how many layers and layers and layers of dry, mucusy waste is in there. So to think that you're going to get it all out in 72 hours is just, it's like a nice idea. It is a nice idea. Or like it sits in the back of your mind. You're like, oh, I've got these parasites, but one day I'll just stop eating for 24 hours and take some black seed oil and that'll fix it. It's like, no, that will not. You got to really diligently commit yourself to the process. Want to go for a beer? Nah, thank you. I appreciate that. But beers and me are not compatible. Cyberpunk, is that possible? Wow, there's a... Go to Tokyo and you tell me. Go and look at Tokyo. Just go to Tokyo and just look at it. Or go to Xiamen. Was it Xiamen? Where I don't know how to pronounce it. Xiamen. That is the place for. That's the place for that. If you want to feel it, go to Tokyo or somewhere in China like that. You help fixing your diet and your life change. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I really appreciate messages like that, especially when I'm going through detox myself. Because this detox stuff, as you realign your body, when you get your atlas in and you start realigning, once you start realigning your body, you unlock new areas of your body, and that purges toxins. And once you get new parts of your crystalline body online and rehydrate it, you unlock new ways to cleanse or new reasons to cleanse. It's like a long process. It's a very long process. If you don't have your atlas in, there's sort of a plateau you can reach. But if you have your atlas in, it's like continuous. And all the way back to immortal human, or all the way forward to immortal human. So, check that out. You left Krabi 2 weeks ago. Cool. This isn't Thailand though. Although it looks like it, I get that. This is Vietnam, which is like cooler Thailand. Genuinely cooler than Thailand. Like, this is my new favorite place. Any cooking oil good? Well, if you want to cook, if you must, what's that? Yeah, if you must, use coconut oil or olive oil if you have to. If you absolutely have to, they're the better. Use an alkaline, hemp oil, any alkaline one. But it's best not to. Especially when you cook something in oil, you fry it. So, fried food is, again, it's different foods for different stages of the process. If you're eating a lot of fast food, and you could switch to coconut oil, that would be better. Do you know what I mean? So there really is no blanket statement when it comes to what's healthy. And it will fluctuate. Like, as you clean, you'll be called back to certain foods, and then you'll see how they affect you, and they'll cleanse you in certain ways. There's certain foods that will cleanse you emotionally. If you have a lot of, say you have memories from your childhood, then you'll go back to certain childhood foods. Once you got your atlas in, anything that used to harm you tends to be your emotional liberation. Really interesting. It's kind of like a reversing process, like an unwinding. So this is what they do here, which I really don't like. But yeah, if you want to clean, avoid all fat. But if you must use it, use an alkaline one. Clean people don't poop. No, well, yeah, truly clean people, but I've never seen one. Very, very rare to see an actually really perfectly clean person. Do I eat beans? No, I don't. No, well, yeah, I had some tofu like probably 7 days ago or something, but very rarely. And yeah, beans are a good transition food as long as they're fat-free. Urine cycling. Nah, bro. Urine has acids and toxins in it. Don't drink your urine. You've definitely got favourite parasites. What do you mean? Well, ones that you like more. I have favourites as well. Some that I like more than others. If that's what you mean. Some of them are all right. When you look at the other ones, you're like, well, some of them are okay. Some of them are just trying to get a bit of candy. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's different types. What? Oh, yeah, sorry. This guy, he stopped me walking to tell me to keep walking because there was a car trying to reverse. I was already walking. He was like, hello, stop. Well, no, he didn't even say stop. He said, hello. So I stopped. And then I looked and I was like, what? And he was like, I need you to move. It's like, you should have just not said anything. Like, the city ones feel really welcoming and exciting and loving. Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. They're really, really eager. They're like, please. They're really happy. They're like buzzing. Like, they'll be like, yeah, I know what you mean. I do. The city ones, I know exactly what you mean. It's good that you have the discernment to see that. That's cool. But yeah, they are really happy. They are absolutely buzzing. They love it. I've talked about it before. You're like, they love it. They love it that you're here. They're like, yes, come in. Like, welcome. Like they're buzzing for you. Yeah, if you can see that, that's really good. Most people can't see that. They're like, and they're always like, you notice how they're always like really clean seeming and healthy. Ooh. The city ones. I know what you mean. I've got a different name for it. That's funny, the city ones. You learn to see them for what they are. Fake love. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, you could call it that. They don't like you, they can be cold. I'm visiting Hoi An as well. I've been there already. I don't think I'll go there again. It's very, very, very. What's the word? Like there's the like in Hoi An, it's not the city ones. Let's put it that way. In Hoi An, it's like very scaly. Hello, Lou and HR. How are you doing? Your diet is currently 30% fruit, 40% carbs, 30% Parma violets. Yeah, well, Parma violets are carbs, aren't they? They don't have any fat in them, I don't think. And honestly, like the Parma violets are probably providing you things. This is what I mean. Like if you're eating something that isn't necessarily what you would consider healthy, it's providing something for you, especially if you can't stop eating it. That's why you shouldn't push things away. You should always do them. If your body's saying to have something, then it's saying it for a reason. This place, it makes me laugh sometimes. You see some of the stuff you see. It's just like you'd never see that in a Western country. Thanks for your teachings. You have great changes in your life, and it's only beginning. Yeah, you're welcome. And it's true. Literally, it's like the beginning. How exciting is it to be able to continually evolve and move forward? I have no idea where I am, by the way. What's the best parasite cleaned? Is it fasting, and for how long? Um, yeah, it's like juice fasting, changing your food. But again, it's more complicated than even that. You probably heard me, or people who watch my stuff all the time, or watch my lives all the time, you probably heard me talking about what to do after you've lived on like the healthy foods for like several years. Like, and once you've done several years of cleaning, the whole thing changes, and then there's like new stuff that you have to do. And so I'll teach about that when I get a chance, or when it's relevant, because most people haven't even done the initial clean, so there's kind of no point yet. And I don't fully understand it because I'm still working through it. And I only like to teach about things really when I fully understand it. This place is called Dopamine. Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm good. Thanks. You just want to say hello, that's all. Dopamine. I wonder what happens in there. Kind of want to go in there. There's all like neon lights inside. Everyone likes dopamine. Have you ever been thinking how to make money with all this knowledge you have? Yeah, I do think like that. Everyone thinks that though. I don't want to make money in a parasitic way. I don't want to just take money for the sake of like taking money. I don't want to sell shit. I don't want to like if someone's going to give me money, it needs to be because I added value to their life. So the only way, did you see that? The only way that it makes sense to make money is through something that's aligned with my values. Otherwise, there's no point. I don't want to make it. I don't want to build an entire, you know what I'm saying? It's just important to me if I'm going to sell a product or something. Like I wrote that book, and that book is genuinely, I truly believe, the best detox information that you will find in a book in the modern world, anywhere. So that's a cool thing. So if someone buys that book, then they get an awesome book of knowledge, and then that's a aligned way for me to make money. Yeah. This city is so cool, isn't it? Like, are you feeling the cool vibe of this place as I walk around? You love Parma violets, can't stop, spend a fortune importing them. You import them? Oh, you have to do that. You really love them then. Where do you get them from? Huh. Is this the road we started on? Nah. Maybe. Yeah, it is. But there you go, Holly. There's an Aussie bistro. You can't see that's what it says, but it does. Yeah, it's all like lanterns and lights and cool stuff. And what I really appreciate about this is there's no like creepy crawlies or bugs around, even though it's like 35 degrees in the daytime. Like a lot of tropical places you go, you see a lot of lizards or bugs or like giant hornets and stuff, but here you don't see that. It's the perfect place. What's the secret to quit smoking? To smoke until you don't want to smoke anymore. And while you're doing that, clean and heal your body, because as you clean and heal your body, you will naturally have less of a desire to do those unhealthy behaviors like smoking or vaping or any of that. I used to vape, and then I cleaned my body and I didn't want to vape anymore. And I went through phases of vaping where I would vape and then clean my body and stop vaping, and then gunk it up again and then vape and then clean my body again and stop vaping. And so that's really the cure to most things, is clean your body. Like the cure for most addiction is clean your body. The only bad thing that you still put in your body is cigarettes. Yeah, just clean your body and do exercise. And naturally you won't want to smoke anymore. The only reason you smoke or vape right now is because it's allowing you to breathe into certain areas that you usually wouldn't. And that's why people get addicted to cigarettes. It's all about the breath. So once you clean your body, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Is it expensive to travel this long? Well, no, because here, so I've got a room. It costs like you can get a hotel room here for £10 a night, and that's like a proper hotel room with TV, bathroom, fridge, everything. Proper hotel room. You can get that for £10 a night, and if you want to rent an apartment, it's even cheaper. So it's really nice here. So many lights, Christmassy atmosphere. Yeah, it's just how it is in this country. Saigon in Vietnam, which is the same country, is even more light up and more neon. Saigon is really cool. If I go there, I'll do some more live streams, because I remember the first time I went there, I live streamed it and it was really fun. But I just prefer the beach here. Like Saigon doesn't have a beach, and for me, it's really important. So in the daytime, having that beach there with people with juicers every 100 meters and big fruit stands, and everywhere you go, you can get, look, I'll see if I can find one. They're everywhere, especially on the beach, but everywhere you go, you'll see that there are people selling fresh coconuts and juice, and they keep it in the fridge. It's like 35 degrees. They keep the watermelons in the fridge, and then when you want one, they'll juice it in front of you, and it costs like £1 for a whole watermelon juice or any fruit you want. Look, it's like any fruit you want. It's really, really awesome. Because I'm not really a fruit eater. I've said this so many times, but I'm a fruit juicer. I love juicing. I love to drink my fruit. I've always been like that. Ever since I started my healing, I've always drank my fruit. And here is like the perfect place for that, because I don't have to make it myself, because I can get any juice I want for £1. But I think that's one there. Let's go and see. This area feels less fruity. This area feels more like noodles and ramen than fruit, but there is one there. What? Live restricted because of nudity and body exposure. What are you talking about? What? But yeah, look, fruit. Hello. Yeah, fruits and stuff. Live restricted my life due to nudity and body exposure. Which is, I just didn't do that. Why don't you document it and sell it? Document what and sell it? All of the information should be free, and it is. The book I wrote doesn't have anything in it that you can't find for yourself. It's not like I don't want to gatekeep anything. Everyone should have. I've received all the information of how to detox and clean myself for free. And so everybody else should have the opportunity, and does have the opportunity, to do it for free. All the information is there, available for free if you want to do it. I'm never going to gatekeep. So it's never on my mind, like, oh, how can I sell this? It's never on my mind. It's more about learning the process. And then I have a book. You can book a one-to-one and certain other things that are ways for me to earn money through the way that I live my life. This is cool. The people in this country are beautiful as well. Nothing cleans parasites. You have to fight it every day and it will be there. Nothing cleans it. That's not true. Start a fruit stand. Oh yeah, I could. I'd be an enthusiastic salesman. Which book is this? Oh, that's the Modern Day Detox Handbook. You can find it on Amazon or through the link in my bio. Night from New Zealand. Yeah, night. This is Da Nang, Vietnam. You have good energy today. Thanks. I can feel it. Like I've started to discern that when I'm like, oh, look at this. Look, this is petrified flesh. Look. You see all that? That's fascia. Fascia, you see? Crystalline body. Fascia. And then this is like the muscle tissue. And that's fascia. That's what your fascia is. That's your crystalline body. That's why it's so important to get your atlas put back in. Because your fascia needs to be perfectly aligned. And not stressed or dehydrated. So you need to rehydrate it. Would it be parasitic if you find it difficult to connect and feel? Yes, it is. But it's not that you're parasitic, it's just that they block that. So you just do a bit. The more you clean, the more you feel. Like the more of your own self that you begin to realize. I'm close to where I started, but I'm not sure where that was. It all kind of looks the same. Kind of. Do I have problems with flies? No, I don't. They always fly around, yeah, because that means you're being observed. That's what it means. If you have a lot of flies around you all the time, it means that you're being watched. Have you stopped vaping after listening to your YouTube video about addiction? Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad. Yeah, like I said, you'll quit those things naturally. If someone gives you a good enough reason, or if you give yourself a good enough reason, then you'll quit naturally. The only thing you should do that you don't want to is exercise. Well, you shouldn't do anything you don't want to. Probably a reason your body isn't calling to do it right now. If you needed it, your body would call for you to do it. Do you see what I mean? There's really nothing that you should do that you don't want to do. Really, truly. You should just do whatever you want. What? 2 restrictions? Why? Body exposure, that's not true. And nudity, that's not true either. Actual lies. What changed in 2020? Well, you know what? Lots of things. Gift goal achieved. Thank you. What do I think of Harry B. Joseph? Nothing really. I've never really looked into it. Revival of wisdom. I don't want to be influenced by the information from other people. I say this all the time, but I really like to remain a clear channel as much as possible. So I don't learn from people. I learn from my own experience and from my father, who teaches me. Just quit smoking by exactly what he's saying. You smoked enough, you got sick of it. Yeah, literally. Just do it until you don't want to do it anymore. You just bought my book. Thank you. I know you'll find it useful. Let me know what you think of it after you've read it and applied the knowledge a little bit. The beautiful thing about the knowledge in the book is that you can start straight away. There's no like prerequisite. You can just begin immediately. And you'll be excited to begin immediately. Once you learn the knowledge, you'll be straight away happy to do it. You'll be like, yes. Straight away, you're like, oh, I can't wait to get started. Because you notice results in one day. Within one day, it will show you that it's the thing to do. Every time you break a fast, you feel drained. It depends what you're breaking it with, to be honest. You need to be breaking it with watery fruit. If you break a fast with anything but watery fruit, then that's not ideal. You want to break the fast with watery fruit. Do you want to write a second book after the Modern Day Detox Handbook? Yeah, I do, eventually. I need to understand the topics properly before I can write books about them, though. You know what I mean? So whatever I'm learning, I need to make sure I fully understand it. Remember, I started detoxing myself like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. So it took me that long to understand it enough to be able to write a book about it. So it's important for me to fully understand whatever subject it is before I dive into teaching about it properly. You used to get a cold every month, and you haven't had one since starting transition. Yeah, because your body's naturally cleaning itself now. So you don't, like, all a cold and flu is your body putting you in a detox. That's all it is. But if you are doing the detox yourself, your body's not going to give you a cold and flu symptom anymore. I see people smoking here, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's like not allowed, but everyone just does it like in the street. So I don't know. It seems like it's fine. If flies are monitored and spirits are being observed, what about roaches? Well, they're different. Everything means something different spiritually. So like flies, if you've seen them, means something. Moths, butterflies, everything. So just start paying attention to what you're noticing when you see it. You'll see it. You just booked a call with me because it didn't tell you a price beforehand. It's at 2 p.m. August 6th. Yeah, that's cool, bro. I'll send you all the info once it comes through to me. Oh, wow. Hello. I love the dog. Hello. Ah, yeah. That's a cool one. Yeah, look at the tail. I love that dog. Hello. Friendly, kind of. Oh. Why am I hating on Harry B. Joseph? What? When did I hate on Harry B. Joseph? It's crazy. Like, I just say what I'm thinking, and people are like, "Why are you hating?" It's crazy, bro. I'm not hating. I never said anything hateful, negative, or anything. I don't know anything about the guy. Someone said, "Hey, what do you think of Harry B. Joseph's work?" And I said, "I don't know about it. I like to learn from myself." You want to close your energy field so you can never deal with mosquitoes again. You just got to get the acids out of your body. Mosquitoes are attracted to acids. So if you have acids in your blood, then that's what's going to be attracting them. So if you alkalize your body, they'll buzz around you, but they won't land on you and they won't bite you. You just have to alkalize your body. Hello. Hello, mate. Hello. You're friendly. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Dogs in Asia are like this. It's not like Western dogs. They're always weird. But I think it's just the way that Asian people treat it. Oh, he wants to show me something. Look, do you see that? She wants to show me something. When an animal does that, it means they're like leading you. Like a cat did it to me yesterday in the hotel. A book about fasting only would be great. That's an interesting, like really in depth about fasting could be cool. But all the information's already in the book I wrote. So it's just like, if I'm going to write a new book, it needs to be a new thing. It needs to be like a brand new subject. A whole new body of knowledge. All right, let's go find a liquid person to juice me up. Look, I'll show you one of these fruit stands, how great they are with the juice people. People online are talking that they cannot anymore. Talking about they can't what anymore? Explain, please. I'm interested in that. What do you mean? When someone says they can't do something anymore, it's like, what do you mean? If you could do it before, why can't you do it now? There's always like, you can always reverse things. That says don't grow up, it's a trap in the pink over there. That's cool. He's guarding his turf. Yeah, I don't know, it felt like he was leading me. When dogs guard their turf, they bark at you and they get aggressive, but got the vibe that he was leading me somewhere. Yeah, I'll show you what the beach looks like at like night time with all the lights on it and stuff. It's so cool. Hello, Koji. Hi. Oh, you didn't say it was me hating on Harry B. Joseph. Oh, that's cool. Sorry about that. A whole new body, you say, through knowledge. Yeah, you can just, well, it's not a whole new, it is the same body. You can just restore it. Hello, Lebanon. Beach is cool, but sandy dunes phenomenal. Yeah, I don't even really walk on the beach that much. I just like having it there. I walk next to it. I just like being near the water. I grew up on an island. Climbed top of 3 today. Felt awesome. Oh, excuse me. People are talking that they can't eat anymore. Yeah, that is spiritual, but you can't quit eating too early. There is like, you should listen to your body always, but there's like a there's a without saying, you got to say things without saying them sometimes. There's certain reasons why you wouldn't want to quit eating just yet. Let's put it that way. Can I accept you as my disciple? While I am very flattered that you see me that way, you are a person as much as I'm a person. And I'm learning as much as you're learning in every moment. And while I do have things to teach, it's really important not to see yourself as above or as someone who is like a master and you have disciples. That Indian food smells incredible, by the way. I haven't had Indian food in ages. It's been ages since I've had Indian food. That was the food I used to eat. I used to have Indian curry every day. Every day I used to have it. That Indian food smelled like 15 out of 10 incredible. If I had access to a kitchen, I would probably make some healthy version of an Indian curry. They use vegetable oil when they cook though, and that's just an absolute no-go for me at this stage. Like processed refined vegetable oil, that's just not happening. Hi. Let's go to the beach bit. Am I a fan of tikka masala? Nah, tiki maka that says, but I feel like you wanted to say tikka masala. But no, I like patia. That's the best curry, in my opinion. Or tindaloo. But I always used to get my patia tindaloo hot as well. I really like spicy food. Well, maybe not so much anymore, but I really used to like it. But I think it was just because I had like less clean intestines, and so I would compensate for that by eating spicy food, which loosens mucus. That's what I mean. When you're attracted to certain things, it's always your body just trying to get clear. Like when you say you're hungry for a particular food, you know how like say you're really hungry for onion rings, and you're like, all I want is onion rings. It's because those onion rings specifically are gonna clear some sort of energy in your body. I know how weird that sounds, but when you're craving something, that's what it is. It's getting that satisfied feeling you feel after you eat the perfect food. That's your body relaxing. We got the juices here. Hello. Give me 1 minute. I just want to choose. Coconut. All of these are £1 each, by the way. Hold on. I'll come back for this, actually. Thank you. I've eaten quite recently, and I don't want to stack liquid on top of it too quickly because it'll change my vibration quite dramatically, and it might make me stop streaming. So I'm gonna continue. Really sensitive to the energies, and so there's a certain point you can get to where you have to learn to hold a vibration, and you have to learn to really hold it. Even though, so right now my body's kind of saying drink a liquid, right? But I cannot do it, so I can continue to do a live stream. And again, you might say I'm ignoring my body, but it's kind of saying it. I'm not like craving it massively, but I do want it. I might do it at the risk of not streaming after, but we'll see. Would you put salt on a potato? I wouldn't add salt. I don't like adding salt to things. So there is a difference between having salt like baked into something. So say you have some bread that salt was one of the ingredients. Having salt baked into some bread affects you differently to put in like actual salt crystals on top of your food. It's very different. Putting salt crystals on top of your food is like the body has a way easier time if the salt is already in the food, like baked into the food, cooked into the food. And it's even the same with like ketchup and stuff like that. If salt is in the recipe, but if you add like pure salt crystals to the top of the food, that is different. Yeah, it's beach time. This place is just 10 out of 10 awesome. It is literally the best place I've ever been. I wonder what it's going to take to get me to travel. Because I really want to travel as well. I want to stay here, but I also want to travel. They're my two perpetual moods. It's like I want to hang out and I also want to travel and see stuff. You never ate curry in your life? Curry's delicious. Indian curry is absolutely delicious. Is salt good to eat? Ultimately, no. But again, there's different levels of different stages of the process. You're never going to be perfect. Or I say, okay, you're never going to be perfect, but you're not going to be perfect now. You've got to recognize that you have emotional attachment to food. There's no perfect human in this world right now, or if there is, I haven't seen them. There's a time and a place for being perfect and doing a pure cleanse and being absolutely perfect, but to sustain it is completely different. It requires like a total willingness to feel your emotions. Didn't die of undernourishment though, too much loosening without eliminating. But that's why you do the transition. That's why the transition is so important. You can't really skip the transition. And if you do, you might find yourself doing the transition after. So. Alright, we're getting a coconut. Hello. Hi, can I get one coconut? One coconut, yes. Hello, mate.
Yeah.
One coconut.
Yeah.
Thank you. When you crave pizza, should you eat it or what? And you feel bad 15 minutes later? Well, that's for you. You're going to keep eating it until you don't want it anymore. I'm going to get coconut and... hold on. How much?
35.
35, okay. So. Alright, I'll just get a coconut for now. One at a time. Oh, come on. Oh, hold on. Thank you. Yeah. Ice cold as well. Love that. Right, hold on. I've got to do a little bit of a rejig. Come on. Cheers, mate. Well, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. He's always a happy, smiley guy. I come here every day. I like to buy from these people because they're always happy and they do it really clean and they're not chopping any kind of meat with the knife. There are some places where they use like a knife that had pork fat on it to chop up the watermelon, and I was just like watching them do it, and I was just like, oh, like there's no way I'm drinking that. But this is fine. This place is cool because the people are happy and they don't chop meat with their utensils. Wow, there was barely anything in there. But I guess that was exactly what I needed. Which is true. If that was full, I would have drank it all, and that would have been too much. That was all the perfect amount. There was like 2 mouthfuls in there. Why can't you stream after you drink something? I can stream after I've drank that. There wasn't much in there. We'll see. There's a whole game I'm playing here, and we're all playing it. You're playing the game of keep your energy field closed so you can live your life without any kind of distraction or discomfort. That's the game. So when you clean yourself more and get your outlets put back in, the more aligned you are, the more powerful you get, then the more you have to play it. And that's just how it is. No matter how much I've tried to not play the game, 2 restrictions. I didn't nudity appeal. Appeal not approved. There was no nudity. It's crazy. They're saying there was nudity. It's probably because there's people in bikinis and stuff because we're near a beach. But even then it's nighttime and everyone's got clothing on, so I don't understand. But whatever. But yeah, we're all playing the game. It's just the more awakened you get, the more you have to play it. What country would be easiest to go outside of America for living and food? Anywhere in Asia, to be honest. In South America, I've heard is very similar. But anywhere in Asia, man, like Southeast Asia, anywhere around here. Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. I wouldn't really recommend Cambodia based on what I saw of that, but Vietnam is incredible. Vietnam is developed enough to feel not too unfamiliar, and it has all the infrastructure like the big buildings, neon lights everywhere, but it still has the chill, relaxed vibe. So Vietnam is the only country I've ever been to where I feel relaxed sitting in chairs like this on the side, just here. Like I have never felt like that in any country ever. Even Thailand, nowhere have I ever gone where I feel completely at ease sitting here, like on these little chairs here, just like in the middle of this bit. Sometimes I'll sit outside these for like an hour, and I never do that anywhere. I've never felt like that in any country apart from this one, and for that reason I value it a lot, or for that and many other reasons. But I really recommend Vietnam anyway. It's really awesome. You've been traveling 3,000 kilometers, 4K in a few weeks. Yeah, that's cool. Where are you traveling? You can't wait to go to Asia, but you're still in recovery. You just gotta be diligent with your healing. Freedom is being healthy. So I don't know what's wrong with you, I don't know if you said before, but once you heal yourself and take your responsibility, like your health into your own hands, then you can go anywhere. You won't need to rely on the medical system or anything. It depends what it is. So the only reason I could ever imagine, if I was going to go to, well, I better not speak things into existence, but I would never go to a doctor to get a medication. Nordkapp, where's that? In Norway? Somewhere in that area of the world. Oh, Finland. Yeah, cool. How much was that coconut in euro? 30. So £1. So like €1.30. The coconuts are actually more expensive than the fruit juices. So the fruit juices are 30k, which is £1. The coconuts are 35. And there's a juice stand over there where the fruit juices are 25k, and the coconuts are 40 over there. So the coconuts are a little bit more, even though all of those trees have coconuts on them. Every single one is abundant coconuts. But for some reason, the coconuts are more here than the fruits. So I don't really understand. I might get a mango juice. That's a rare thing. is to get like a mango juice, because I would never make mango juice because it's quite messy to do. But they have the they have the means to do it. Everyone has a juicer here, like a fast one, a centrifugal juicer, which is different to the type of juicer I use. But if you're going to drink the juice immediately, then a fast juicer, aka a centrifugal juicer, is better. But if you're going to make it for the day or for the next couple of days, then you need a masticating juicer, because it cold presses it slowly and no air gets into the juice. But if you're going to drink it immediately, a centrifugal juicer is the way to do it, and that's what they all have here. Do I ever give money to homeless? Yeah, if they want it for food. I will never say no if someone is hungry, ever. If someone wants food, I'll always help. I've never said no if someone wants food money. Is seitan mucus forming? Well, it's wheat protein, so I haven't experimented with seitan much. I don't really, because I know it's quite tough and chewy, so I can imagine it's very mucus forming. But it's probably a lot. It's still better than eating meat. Tofu's better because it's alkaline. You wish you could truly understand or research your diabetes. You are understanding and researching your diabetes by fixing it. Do you see? You're never going to learn through not fixing it. You're only going. By the time. So think about where you're going to be in a year, in 5 years. You're going to be an expert on diabetes because you have fixed it, or you are fixing it, and by then you will have fixed it. You're going to be the expert. Hello, Q33. Nordkapp is Norway. Yeah, cool. Cold there though, isn't it? I like this. Even when I was in Bali, I was like, it's too cold. 25 degrees is too cold. Here it's like 35 in the daytime. That's perfect. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, Thailand after that. Sounds good. Masticating juicer, yeah, that's the one. And when am I coming to Cape Town? I'm not sure. I don't really feel called to South Africa at this time. Kind of want to check out Georgetown in Malaysia. That sounds cool. I've got an inkling that that's a cool place to go. What's my opinion on the raw meat diet? No, it's the same as my opinion on the cooked meat diet, to be honest. Actually, to be honest, I think the raw meat is even more insane, to be honest. Alright. Do you know what else I like about Vietnam? Is all the money is notes. There are no coins. They don't use coins. The lowest denomination of money here is 1,000. And that is a note. It's all just notes. I love that. Just like you never get handed coins. I don't know of any other country where it's like that. I've never seen it. This is the best country. They say you make diabetes because of consuming sugar. Yeah, it's just blockages. That's all it is. You've just got to clean your body. Really, it's the cure for everything. And is seitan not good for the transition diet? To be honest, it's better. It depends. Like, what, you're going to get raw seitan and cook it with what? Like, because most people are going to use oil to cook that. But again, like, it's better than eating meat, but you want to stick to carbs when you're doing the transition. Maybe some nuts here and there. You got your atlas in and you grew a few centimeters. Well, you didn't grow a few centimeters, but your body kind of moved. And like, because you're not growing, it's not like growing height or like actually growing, but it's realigning. You're scared about decreasing the doses. Well, do it when you do things when you feel okay to do them. Really, your body will talk to you. Look at this police guy. Your body will let you know. Bro. Yeah, but I'll show you. Do you know how you can tell if your energy field is wide open? You have loads of people just standing next to you. They will come right next to you. So yesterday, there was like an alleyway over there, right? And I sat down over there, and within 40 seconds, there were like 15 people sitting around me. They pulled up on bikes. I'm not joking. A guy pulled up on a chair next to me and sat down and went on his phone. A big group of like young kids, they were like, I don't know, like 18, pulled up on bikes and they were all on their phone. I was just down some alley. That's how you know your energy field is open. It's so funny. And again, it's not the people doing that. It's the entities within them. I need to get up and move, but my body's also kind of saying stay still. This is shining a light in my face, everything. I gotta move. It's like, this is just funny. This is the thing, like, you have to know how to master your energy field. If you don't master your energy field, it's just gonna be like that everywhere you go. Like, that's why you have to do it. That's why when you're awakening, you tend to stay indoors. You tend to stay inside a lot of the time, like, because in your home, you're in your home. It's your peaceful place. You know how sometimes you just go out and it's just like you just can't wait to go home. It's kind of because it is because your energy field is open. Now, because my energy field is open, it's like loads of things, like trying to find the right words to use, tripping over my words. Hello, all of that stuff. But over there. I was over there yesterday in some quiet bit. I sat down, and it was like less than a minute. There was like people pulling up, people sitting next to me. It was just like on a wall as well. There was one chair there for a guy to sit on. It was like over there, and it's just crazy. I was just like, I can't believe it. I was just like sitting, trying to find a bit of peace on the wall. And if you move, this is why exercise is so addictive for a lot of people. If you move, it opens up your breathing. And if you're breathing properly, then your energy field is closed. That's why people get addicted to running and stuff. They're literally running away from having their energy field open. It's so funny. When you start seeing that's the game we're playing. And everyone's playing it. It's so funny. But I'm just going to walk around. Because, that feeling of being overstimulated, it's because you have loads of energy being directed at you. That's what overstimulated is. It's not because you can't handle the energy in the area. Because if your energy field was closed, you wouldn't even notice it. You know how sometimes you can go, and it's also all about how relaxed you are. So the more relaxed you are, this is why you got to clean your body. This is why, so when you go and drink alcohol, you know how like you can go in like a really busy bar, and if you're sober, it's overstimulating. But after a couple of drinks, it's just like the environment. And you don't pay attention to all the people around. But if you're sober, you get overstimulated. It's because the alcohol relaxes your body and it relaxes you. And it's a respiratory depressant. So it makes you breathe into those lower bowels and it closes your energy field. So that's why. It's the exact same thing. So when you learn how to control your energy field at will through your breathing, which again, it's like you have to eat the right food and be in good alignment. And as your body's realigning, you have to kind of like keep up with it. And there's so much to be conscious of while you're doing this. Ultimately, it's fun, but it really does teach you how to do it. Does cleaning the body mean being unable to relate to your children? Well, it just makes you unable to relate to, like, parasite consciousness, to be honest. What's that beeping? It was just the hecticness of having my energy field open. It's gone now. I've restored myself. I have renewed myself. What is that? Oh, I thought that was money. It looked like foreign money. You're trying some healthy types of carbs after the fast and you feel it cleanse you in a different way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Because you skipped the transition, you're probably going to do it now.
What's up?
Oh, so it's okay, thank you. That's another thing I've noticed as well. Like when they say massage, like, what's the common thing that you say when you don't want something? People say, no, thanks. And what are you saying when you say no, thanks? What you should say is, I'm okay, thank you. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's all these like language things that we have to be conscious of as well. That's the game we're playing. It's like it takes real consciousness and real presence all day, every day, to elevate yourself in this reality. You really got to be on the ball. Like when you start seeing, you know what, like in The Matrix, where Morpheus is like, take the red pill and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. It's even down to the words we use. Like, you got to be on the ball all day. You got to be paying attention. If you want the best out of this life, you've got to be focused. I'm giving myself that advice as well. Staying present 24/7. That is it's the name of the game. But there's lots of different parasites. All of the above. Healing tooth cavities, you have quite a few from back in the day. Your body will heal itself if you heal it. I've seen stories of people regrowing tooth enamel, and my receding hairline and my previously receded hairline has started to grow back. So everything can regrow. You are immortal. Your body has within it the blueprint for perfect health. Your teeth are a reflection of your organs. So it's like if you have a dirty tooth, you have a dirty organ. And all you got to do is get the acids out of your body and realign it. I say all you got to do, but that's what you've got to do. When you're on a boat trip, a big group of people came and invaded the space trying to make you move. Yeah, that sort of thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not the people, remember. It's never the people doing that. They're listening and can hear you. Well, dude, that's why they get close to you as well. Like, I'll just be sitting at a cafe and they'll like, if my energy field is open, they'll like come over right next to me so they can look at what I'm doing on my phone and stuff. Like, I've had it where I'm at a train station buying a ticket on the machine, and like someone's come up right behind me to try and stare at what I'm doing on the machine, and I've like tried to block what they're doing, and they're like really trying their hardest to look at the screen and like look around me. It's really crazy stuff like that. Because if one of them sees it, they all see it. You're on your second week of transition. Is it okay to cut the meat out gradually? Well, if you're still eating meat, you're not really transitioning. But, because that's like the first thing to go, really. So, yeah, carnivore diet for 6 months. You've been on purely meat and fat. Oh, okay, that's different. Yeah, just do it as your body wants to do it. Like, listen to your body. It probably won't take that long. You could probably acclimatize yourself to carbs in like a week or two. Just listen to your body, man. The answer is listen to your body. Take the knowledge so you know what to have, and then listen to your body and just go with the flow. Now, this is a common sport here as well. They play pickleball, which looks really fun. It's like somewhere in the middle. It's like big ping pong, kind of. It's like it's like the same kind of bounciness of ball, but it's like big, like tennis, but not quite as big as tennis. It's like, hold on, let's see if we can see through here. I don't know if we can. Oh, I think we can. Nah. Yeah. It's big ping pong. No, I'll show you. It looks really fun. It's like tennis ping pong. Indoor, same bounciness as ping pong. It looks really fun anyway. Fluoride filter shower heads worth getting. It depends. Just I've never used one. I just feel like those filters don't really do. So okay, my rationale on this is when you get a water filter for your fridge and put water in it, that doesn't filter out all the toxins. So the shower filter can't possibly do that either. So that's why I just don't bother with that stuff. You're the strongest warrior in the spiritual warfare. That's good. You gotta be, bro. Tipsy nights. How would it be safe to pick up money off the ground? Did it once had an awful feeling to drop it? No, if I ever find money on the ground, it's a sign that I'm manifesting money. I always see it that way. It's like, if I ever, like, even if it's a coin, if I see a coin on the ground, like, I always pick it up. It's a sign. It's like luck. It's like if you don't pick it up, then it's kind of like rejecting money if you don't pick it up. Happy ending massage. Yeah, not for me, thank you. A woman rode up me on a moped, on a motorbike yesterday and said, hello, yum yum, boom boom. I was like, no, no thanks. Oh, I'm okay, thanks. I've got to stop saying no thanks. See, this is the trick. You can't, like, what does no thanks mean? It means that it's like being ungrateful. You gotta say, I'm okay, thanks. Thank you. Thank you, I'm okay. That's the game we're playing. That's like what they've done with the language and everything. When you speak, like when you have words coming out of your vessel, you make sure you're saying them. That's why like constant presence is the name of the game. Do you think a revolution is the only way to overthrow? No, a revolution is not the way. What, you think you're going to stop this through violence? You think you... Bro, no. Violence is not the way. What do you think you're going to do? Like, burn the parliament building? Like, yeah, is it like, or like, that's not going to do it, bro. Like, it goes way deeper than government. We're talking about, like, interdimensional aliens here. Like, literal aliens from a different dimension. What are you going to do against them? What are you going to go put your boxing gloves on? And do you know what I mean? It's like, it's way, you got to be way more aware. Revolution starts with you, with your own personal journey. Yes, bro, on point again. Hello again, mate. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while. It feels like about an hour since I spoke to you. I've kind of been here already, but we're just strolling around. There's a potato man over there. I nearly bought some potatoes off him yesterday. So whenever I see like a potato person, I'm always like, I see a potato person, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to just buy cooked potatoes off of them, like baked potatoes. Jacket Spuds there. But then I went to buy them, and he grabbed them out of the thing, and he had all like animal fat on his glove, and I was like, oh yeah, better not. More like less so better not, more like absolutely not. I like hanging around this bit. I don't know. So when I go to a place, because I have closed taste, if you look on your human design chart and see your digestion type, it doesn't just mean your digestion for food. It means your digestion for life. I have closed taste. And closed taste means that I'll just do the same thing. Like if I like an area, I'll just hang around in that area. Like I will go for a walk. I'll lap the same block. I'll go to the same shop. I'll get the same food. That's closed taste. And there's 12 different digestion types in human design, but that's how my one works. Right, we're going to get a happy liquid from the happy liquid lady. I wonder what flavour. This is the beauty of this place. So when I'm making my juice myself, I'm like, right, it's watermelon. It's the easiest to make. I'm getting watermelon. That's all it ever is. But because I'm here, it's like, why not get? It's like every time I can get one, I can get a different one. I would never stand there and peel oranges to juice them. I've tried it before. It just takes a while. Or even chopping up a pineapple takes time. Hello, how are you? Can I get, please? Guava juice. Can I get, please, a watermelon juice? One watermelon juice. No sugar, no ice. Thank you. Cool. It's funny, I said all that and I was like, I can get any juice I want. I got the watermelon juice. I just love it. I just do. I can't deny it. It's the most hydrating. Oh, I get any juice I want. I don't have to make it. I'll only make watermelon juice on my own. And then I'm like, oh, what should I get? I'm going to get the watermelon juice. The only way to stay on top of the game is to be as human as possible. Yes. It's all about heart and love. It really is. It sounds cheesy, but love will save the world. Look at that. Dragon fruit juice. I've never had that. Maybe I'll get one. Should we get a dragon? Can I also get one dragon fruit juice? Dragon fruit juice.
No sugar, no ice.
No sugar, no ice. Yeah?
1, 2.
So one watermelon, one dragon fruit. Yeah, cool. Yeah, 2. But one watermelon, one dragon. Juice, yeah? Not smoothie. Yeah, cool. Gives me brainwashed if they're wrong. Well, again, you got to be careful with your words. Do you see how you just got? Do you see how you just said that you have been brainwashed? Do you see how that works? You got to be really intentional with your language. And I'm not saying as if I always am. I'm just saying we have to be really intentional with our language. This is the game. Ah, there you go. Come on. Come on means thank you. Yeah. If that wasn't obvious. You excited to get your wisdom tooth back? Yeah, that's cool. Ah, come on. Cheers, mate. I like this guy. He's always happy. Get a coconut as well. I'm feeling like I need to hydrate. All right, for a minute. Let's build a pickleball court on our island. Yeah, I'm up for that. I like racket sports, to be honest. I love racket sports. Can I also get one coconut, please? Yeah, one coconut. Yeah. Yeah, I love racket sports. Cool. Look at that, £1. 1 English pound. Come on. Cheers, mate. You just put it there for me. I'll tell you what I'll do. This is still there. We've got a CFAC. Yeah, mate. Yeah, you'll notice if you go to a tropical place that the people are generally happier, and it's because of the sunshine. It's really hard not to be in a good mood a lot of the time, or like almost all of the time, when you have this kind of weather. When it's just always sunny, always warm. Not necessarily always sunny, but always warm. It's 35 degrees here. Even right now, it's like, hold on. Oh, it says I'm in Bangkok on my phone. Come on, cheers, mate. My phone thinks I'm in Bangkok, which is cool. For your birthday, you're going to distill for ages and have a distilled bath. Yeah, how are you going to warm it up, though? How are you going to warm it up? There's a question. Because a bath is only nice if you can have consistently hot. So I used to run a bath, and then I would lay in it, and then I would turn the hot tap on while I was in the bath. Come on, cheers, mate. So that's how I used to do it. So a bath is only nice if you can do that. We're hydrating now. This is hydration mode. So I noticed here I noticed here that I said this when I was here before, but I don't use the toilet much here, even though I drink a lot of liquid because it's so warm. My body sweats out all the toxins, so I'll use the toilet like twice a day, even though I'm drinking liters and liters of liquid. I noticed when I got to Australia that I was drinking less and using the toilet more because it wasn't as hot. Come on.
Sorry, only one.
That's okay. Yeah, cheers. I've never tried that before. That's dragon fruit juice. I've never had this juice before. The vibrancy of all these fruits as well, like I guess they're quite similar in colour, but the vibrancy of all these fruits anyway. So remember that reality is colour coded, and so the things that you consume, this is root chakra, this is very grounding, this is crown chakra. So this is this is going to be like high spiritual. I bet if I drink now, I start getting really spiritual. We'll see. Probably, I don't know what I'm drawn to first. Probably the coconut, to be honest. Let's go for the coconut first. Yeah, that's exactly right, Holly. That's the awareness you need to have with language. Right. That coconut could be sweeter. You know that he just bought ale or something. Right, okay. So when you give someone money, even if it's, say someone is asking you for money and they want to buy a bottle of wine, like they're gonna, at that moment in their journey, and you'll only understand this if you, like the only people that are gonna really get this are people that have been through it and healed themselves from it. But if somebody is asking for money for a bottle of wine, give them the money. They need it for that stage of their journey. That's the thing with addiction. Addiction is doing things that we can't see. For example, alcoholism is removing parasites. Most people don't realize that, but that's what it does. That's one of the reasons that some people can't stop drinking. And all addiction is like that. It's serving a higher purpose. So if someone's asking for money for it, you know, like when people are like, oh, I'll give them money for that. It's like, well, that's what they need at this time. So obviously use your discernment, but as someone who's been through that sort of thing, I'm always sympathetic to when someone's asking for that. Don't think, oh, he's just bought, like, and I know, I'm not saying that you do think this based on your comment, but it's like, don't think, oh, like, I'm not giving them money for that. Like, just think, like, that's what they need. Like, that's why they lie and say, oh, I need money for a hotel or something. Because they know that people judge them. And so that's why they lie. Like, it's better to just give them what they're asking for, and that will only make sense if you've been through that yourself. That's why there's almost a beauty in having gone through that. Well, there is a beauty in having gone through that because you won't judge anyone. People who have been through everything don't judge people who are going through that thing because they know what it's like. Some people use wishful words for destiny swapping. Yeah, there's a whole other thing with that. Destiny swapping, what a frustrating thing that I didn't even believe was real. It's funny because it's like, I don't even want to talk, I've got to be careful with my words, but just imagine that, like, just, it's really hard to talk. I'm being really conscious with my words, which means that this is a really good thing, because when I'm being really conscious with my words, it means that I'm in a higher vibration. That's one of the ways I know it, because I'm naturally drawn to more uplifting language. You've been on here a while. What are you eating today? I've already eaten. I like to eat once. Like, I'll eat one big meal and a small meal every day. I don't like to eat much. Depends what country I'm in. If I'm in a colder country, then I will eat more food. But here, I don't, like, it's so warm. I'd rather just drink cold liquids all day. What about fish? Well, fish is the same as other meats. It's just meat. It's the same. You ate fruit today instead of drinking water. Yeah, that's good. It's more hydrating anyway. You knew I'd pick the watermelon. Yeah, it's just because, sorry, I'm 50 messages behind. I'll go a bit faster to catch up. Yeah, try the dragon juice. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you. Well, I guess you're way ahead of me. Am I still juice fasting? Nah, but I live a very juicy lifestyle. Hello, Liana. Hi. What's this reason that some people keep trying? I don't want to. I'm being really trying to be really conscious of my words now. This is good. It's been a while since I've been my 5D self. I feel like I'm alive again, waking up. What's the reason that some people... So to achieve what you want to achieve, even though you're trying many times to achieve it, it just means that you have something that you need to see. It's the trying that teaches you how to do it. The trying is trying is succeeding. Like, this is what people, like, don't think of yourself as failing. Think of yourself as succeeding. Trying is succeeding, because trying is learning. Dragon fruit, what? Yeah, that's the way. But look, it's got that, like, build up in there, so I'm stirring it. There isn't much in there. Look, that's what you get. So they're £1 each. That's how much watermelon you get for £1. That's so good. This is so fantastic. And these are on the side of the road, all the way along. All along the beach. And actually, over there, you see these beach clubs? That's not a bit. Well, see these beach places. That's not a beach club. There are beach clubs along here, but all that seating area is for that ice cream, coffee, tea, juice stand. So you can get a juice and then go and sit on a comfy beach chair for £1. You don't have to pay extra to sit on the comfy beach chair. It costs £1. And this beach is like 2 miles long, and they're all the way along. And some of them have like neon light, look, that one. But some of them have like pink neon lights in them. They look really atmospheric and cool. Hi. It's good to see you back in my reality. Yeah, it's good to be back in the higher vibe. Some guy just came right next to me, like staring at my food, all my drinks, and on my phone screen. I had to snap him out of it. I was like, hi, and snapped him out of it. You say you're bored? Boredom is an interesting thing. I haven't felt boredom in a long time. When you raise your... what's the way to phrase this? When you cleanse yourself adequately and experience a higher vibration, boredom becomes a memory. I remember what it feels like. People just get... This is so funny. When you start awakening, when you become TI, which again TI isn't people call TI what they call it, but if anyone ever calls me TI, it means I'm true immortal. That's what TI is. And when you become TI through awakening, you're just gonna have people just like looking at you like they hate you, and that's just, it's just, and it's not the people. Never think it's the people. It just keeps happening. It's just like everything. You just gotta get used to it. They're all doing it. You just kind of get used to it. Just like they just look at you like you're a piece of shit. Like it just and it's because you're awakening yourself, and they don't want you to. There's loads of them around me doing it right now. My energy field is wide open. But I'm just going to sit here and let them do it for a minute like this. I don't really have a choice. I could drink these drinks, but I need to get my body in alignment to breath. I don't want to walk. I can't walk because I've got a bag and 3 drinks. So I'm kind of in a situation where this is the game we're playing. I'm kind of in a situation where I'm just sat in this chair and I've got my phone in my hand. How am I going to carry 3 drinks? So I've just got to do breath work. Which again, following the Tao means that I do have to do breath work in this situation. That really is the only solution. Or have people staring at me and like I'm a bit of shit. But it's not the people, remember that. But just get stared at. This is how thick your skin will get when you go through this process. Because you're going to have to get used to it. Unless you keep your energy field closed at all times. So the process ultimately is teaching you to close your energy field. That's what it is. Juice paradise, yeah. Yeah, it is. I like pineapple juice a lot as well. I was going to get one. There's guava juice as well. That's something that you don't see every day, isn't it? But here it's normal. Guava juice is really delicious as well. I've had it before. Even though it's more of a puree than a juice. Kind of like mango. I feel like that's going to be juicy, the dragon fruit, but we'll see. I'm going to have a bit of that. Does energy flow where attention goes? Well, God, they're all staring at you. Did you see that? Like, you seem to be in a happy reality. I like that for you. You deserve it. I do deserve it. Yes, I do deserve it. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. We'd love to try all those drinks. Yeah, I'm quite excited about this. This one I drink every day, so it's like, I know, you know what you're getting with watermelon. Oh, I do. I know what I'm getting with watermelon. It's like, it's kind of like McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? It's like watermelon's watermelon. You know what you're going to get. It's the same every time, and it's always great. That's kind of, you know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's consistent. Coconuts, sometimes they're sweeter than others. Watermelon's always the same. And then this is like the new fast food joint that just opened that I've never seen before, and I'm about to try it. Have you ever tried those Mockingbird raw pressed smoothies and juices? Yeah, they're all right. The yellow one's good. I like the yellow one, the pineapple one. But yeah, they're good. The blue one as well. The blue one's well nice. The spirulina one. You didn't think about warming up the bath. Yeah, that is part of the conundrum. You have a coconut and watermelon? Yeah, I do. I drank the coconut now, though. You be in a higher realm reality of being on a fruit intake? Yeah. All of the water I take in is coconuts and fruit. I never put tap water in my body, ever. Or any kind of water. Just coconut water, fruit. That's it for water. Raw living liquid. The alcohol is detoxing your father, and the parasites were. Yeah, so it's never the people that are being abusive. It's the people being driven if they're being abusive. It's really hard to get your head around that sometimes. Or sometimes it's quite hard to hear that, but it really is. Sometimes you want to be angry at the people, right? You want to be like, you want to hold a grudge because of what they did, but it really isn't the people. Even like you can hold a grudge against the parasites. You can do that, and then you can revolt by cleansing yourself. You say I am pure. You think I only consume fruit? I'm not pure. I skirt the rim. Let's put it that way. I like to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. What are you drinking? Drinking these. Yeah, Liana. Gotta go. Take care. Yeah, thanks for coming. It's nice to see you. Experience shows more truths. You go to Thailand. Yeah, you can just go on a whim. If your body said, okay, so if you're going to do something, like go traveling or go for an adventure or do anything, and your body feels relaxed enough to do it, then you should go and do it. That's your body saying, hey, this thing is good to do. It's literally your body saying, yes, do that. How relaxed is your body when you think about doing that thing? That's your nervous system. Your body can see the future. Your body knows what's happening. Your body exists in a different vibration than you, or in a different. It has a different type of intelligence, and so if your body is saying that thing is okay, then it's okay. You can trust it. You only get bored when you do something you don't want to do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what boredom is. It means you're doing something that you don't want to do. It's really inspiring to hear you laugh and talk like this about the harder parts of the game. Yeah, I figured that as well. Like, okay, so when you're awakening yourself, you know, like when you first discover about the government and the news, and you realize all the news is all like just to scare you, and then you try and then you notice other people coming to that realization, and they're like freaked out by it, but you've been through it already, so you just find it kind of funny. That's the same for every level of this awakening stuff. So that's where I'm at with this. Or this is like I've pretty much got there with this, with the people staring in public. That I like. That is just it's just like whatever. It used to freak me out, but now it's just like whatever. It's just like whatever. It's just funny. Like it's like stare at it. I've got so many people behind me right now. You have no idea. There's so many people behind me, right behind me as well. They're like right behind me. Like I'm leaning forward. I don't know if you can tell because they're like right behind me. Like they're right, and like I can tell that they're like lasered in on my energy because my body is saying lean forward. That means my energy field is there's others in the energy field. Pineapple juice is the one. Pineapple juice is fantastic, to be honest, but it's a bit thicker, and I'm feeling a bit dehydrated. How do you close your energy field? It's just with breathing, bro. Liana sent dancing hands. Thank you. Oh, I closed it again. I can relax again. That was crazy. There was like fucking 6 or 7 people right behind me. That's one thing, dropping your confidence to the change of looks from lust to hatred. Yeah, but it's like it comes and goes. Just enjoy it if you can. It's funny. You just know it's not the people, and then it's funny. Then it becomes funny. You can just, like, sometimes when they're staring at me, I'll laugh. I'll look and laugh, even though you shouldn't taunt. But if they, like, every now and then, I'll do it. Like, I'll do one, like, once a week, I'll do it. Like, really, really, really seldom. Like, not often at all. But every now and then, I'll do that. Even though it's never good to taunt. Shouldn't taunt the enemy. Because I don't want to fight. This is the reality of it. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I can't be bothered to fight. I don't have the energy to fight. I don't want to, but sometimes, do you know what I mean? If you get pushed over a line, No, that's a proper live stream setup. I need to get one of those. That looks way easier, like holding it on a stick. I need to get one of those. Some people do it really properly. I'm just like holding my phone. Can feel your presence. Hey, bro. How are you? Hi. In Taoism, they say alcohol poisons your qi. Is that the same as life force energy? Yes. Again, in Taoism, bro, like, it's really hard to try and, like, and I guess you have to really trust my discernment when I talk about these things, but it's really hard to talk against, like, large established bodies of knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Like Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, all of that sort of thing. Really hard to, like, point out especially to, like, spiritual people who have committed themselves to the Buddhist path and stuff like that. Like, that's the 3D way. It's the 3D spirituality. Yes, non-duality is real. Yes, it is all one mind. But, like, sitting around in an ashram, like, just sitting around in an ashram on a pillow with no interest in anything worldly, that's not it. This world isn't to be rejected. You can hate it in its current state, or you can hate the parasites, but you're not supposed to reject life, because this is all one mind. Think about it. If this is all one mind, then why is the conclusion they come to reject the world, to reject the flesh, to, like, reject anything worldly? If it's all one mind, what you're supposed to, that's self-rejecting self. See how silly that is? Real enlightenment, real, like, the 5D path is like superpowers, perfect alignment, union with God, teleportation, flight, immortality, all of this stuff. The stuff that you're resonating with when I say it, the stuff that when I say immortality, superpowers, flight, telekinesis, your brain is lighting up, your soul is going, oh yeah, I remember, I'm supposed to be able to do all that stuff. I'm never supposed to die. It just makes sense to you. Your soul knows. If I so, like, and I'm not saying that don't get me wrong, there's no hate coming from me. But when someone like, let's say Osho, is teaching about spirituality, then, and you can see that he's, like, old and sitting in a chair. When I say old, I mean you see that he's, like, aged. Then there, you know that there's something missing, right? There's something missing, and it's the immortal 5D magical side of your nature. If you've ever studied non-duality, you'll know who Jim Newman is, likely. Watch Jim, and if you don't, write this down and watch a video. Go to YouTube. This is a really good example. Go to YouTube and type in Jim Newman non-duality and watch him talk. And just watch him and feel the vibe. So his message is that it's all non-dual and that it's all one mind, true. And that, but then the rest, the core part of his message is that it's all happening randomly. No one's doing it. There is no intelligence. It's all random. Apparently this is all random. And that it's happening for no one. He says that nobody exists because he is seeing it from the hive mind perspective. There's like it is all non-dual, but there's also a hive mind of these parasites. Do you see? So it's about realizing the true enlightenment is realizing the non-dual state while cleansing the body and honoring the body. And as you clean your body, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. You want to be there's a part of you that wants to be looked at in a lustful way. Yeah, that's just called being a woman, I think. Just wanting to feel like it's important for a woman to feel attractive. I think that's an inherent part of being a female. Not that I am one, but I just, from what I've observed, that's inherent in a female. Wanting to feel, it's about feeling desired. Women need a partner more than men do. Do you know what you can give a man like that. I feel like women need more things. Like a man, you can give him a room, a mattress on the floor, and a PlayStation. No decoration, no wallpaper. Quite happily, he will sit in that room and play the PlayStation. And a woman will come around and be like, "Where are all your things?" And he'll be like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, where's like the sofa?" I say, "Well, I just sit on the mattress." Do you know what I mean? Like, not quite literally, but women need that more, and women need to be around a man more. Men can just do stuff alone. Most women need a man. That's why the biblical story, not that all of the Bible is true, but the biblical story is that Eve was made from Adam's rib. It's like the woman is like so the man gets on his mission, and then the woman goes along with the man on the mission. That's the whole masculine and feminine in the divine way. The divine masculine is on a mission in the world, and then the divine feminine supports the masculine in his mission. And a truly feminine woman wants that. A truly feminine woman wants to support their man on his mission and be the female in that dynamic. What's that purple juice? It's dragon fruit juice. What's up, brother? Yeah, cool, man. Blood Diamond, how you doing? So many times you bring things up and you remember the last time you thought about it as a young kid. Yeah, because you're closer to source when you're a young kid. You're less distorted because you have less like obstructions and stuff as a kid. So. 5 days away. Yes, it is. You say true. Can't wait to support someone's mission. That's what I'm saying. Truly feminine females want to do that. They don't want to. You don't want to like. A truly feminine female doesn't want to like get be the head of the household and like the head of the household is in like the leader of the family. Do you know what I mean? Like the leader. Like a woman knows that a man is the leader, not in a misogynistic way either. Just in a way that it's like it's just the dynamic of the masculine and the feminine. The male is the leader. The female is the spiritual protector and the supporter and someone who submits to the male's mission. That's how it works. What is monotheism? I don't even know what that is. Please let me know. You asked God to remove your enemies and you lost all your friends. It's not that your friend, well maybe, but you got to have good people around you. People that support you. People that are happy for you when you succeed. Look, he's got an oven on his bike. They steam bao buns and ride around. Bun bao. Oh wow, what happened to you, bro? Don't worry, God sees all that they're doing, bro. God sees all that they're doing, bro. As a kid, concentrating on flying really hard. I always used to have I remember when I was a kid, I used to lay in bed and just imagine having superpowers. That was my nightly thing that used to really get me excited. Every night I used to just think, what would it be like to have superpowers? Every night as a kid. And this is before I ever saw a superhero movie, before Marvel, everything. It was just this is when I was 4 or 5 years old. I just used to remember imagining what it's like to have superpowers. Because that is real. And that is what we're going to have. To be on point, you've been watching for a couple of hours and think it's nice to hear a man who is like-minded. Yeah, cool, man. You want to support, make house nice, teach the kids and sing. Yeah, cool. Exactly. That's so female. That's the divine feminine. The male is the leader and the provider, and the female is the nurturer. Exactly, that's how it works. Monotheism is the belief in one God. Well, there's belief. The word belief means you don't know. If you know God, you don't need to believe. How can they force you to do that? You can just say no. Just say no. Just say I don't want those. Question, where are you? Da Nang. This is Vietnam. Vietnam. You heal mental illness by cleaning your body. Because there's no such thing as mental illness. There's literally just, it's just parasites. You always wondered who I was communicating with. You knew you were doing it. You thought you had superpowers, but as time went on, you were wrong. But you were right. Well, you are right. You will have them. The rapture is happening now, right now. Be careful. What do you mean, be careful? All it just means is the rapture will happen through you. You're going to rapture yourself. God will come and teach you what to do. Or someone will come and teach you what to do. That's what rapture is. What do you think rapture is going to be? You're going to get beamed up somewhere and then something's going to happen. That's not how it's going to work. It's frequency based. You're going to raise your own frequency and rapture yourself. That's what the rapture is. Rapture is being given the knowledge of how to save yourself. That's rapture. You're going to have to do it. Oh, that is what you meant. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's literally what it is. You got to do it. I love that. That's so cool. Look, it's got like the steaming. How do you choose your fruit for juicing? I just go there and they do it. I just pick up the menu. No, when you've made like 2,000 liters of your own juice in life before, quite literally 2,000 liters, which is like 2 tons of juice, then you've earned the right to have someone else make it for you, which is where I've got to. They're making it for me. Vietnamese like their scooters. Yeah, it's like that in Asia. Well, there are a lot of cars here. This is a very car-y country. Very, very, like, car-y place. But this is a big city as well. So. Is Vietnam a city or a town? Vietnam's a country. This is a city. How do I define God? I can't really. It's like, how do you define your father? The new Earth dynamic is supposedly more focused to the female as the leader and the male being able to provide. Just like a lot of other things we've been taught that we are wrong. Everything has been inverted. I don't know, man. Like, no, like, what you mean? Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, men need to make decisions. Like, men are the better decision makers for like. So men are like action oriented. Masculine is action oriented, making the big decisions for what needs to happen. So, okay, just imagine, right? Think about like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. That's how I'm kind of picturing it. Like you have a king and a town, or like a king and a city. Like that, you have to have a strong masculine energy to be able to make decisions for an entire community. Like women are better as nurturers and spiritual protectors. But when it comes to decisions for communities of people, then to me it makes more sense to have a male do that. What's that background noise? It's coming from that. Baobun. It's the Baobun man. Like you see him all the time. They ride around with ovens on their scooters or like the steamers, and they burn wood. Look, he's burning wood on it, which is really cool. And then they ride around with that speaker and sell Baobuns. Yeah, well, again, it's remember what I said about wanting to hold a grudge. It's like you want to be mad. You got to be like you have to direct that anger somewhere. You got to utilize it for good as much as you can. Are Vietnamese like Filipino? Because it looks the same. Well, it's similar. I think out of all the Asian places I've been, the Vietnamese people are the most beautiful. But obviously, I'm talking about the female aspect of the female gender people. But they're the most beautiful in all of Asia that I've seen. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Like, you see them all day, you hear it all the time. And they all use the exact same noise. It's like they all have access to, like, it's the exact same noise. It's like there's a bao bun specific noise that they all have. And that's exactly the same. Do people there live peacefully in comparison to the US? More peacefully, I would say, yes. More, way more. Yes. It's very peaceful here. Everyone's happy. The warmer the place, the happier the people generally, because humans are designed to live in tropical environments. Just like this. Look, you see all these trees? They're all coconut palms. That's coconuts. All along. That's how abundantly coconuts grow. Some of these palms have like 40 coconuts on them. All the way along. 2 miles of beach, coconut palms. Abundant. And there are jackfruit trees everywhere. There are papaya trees, fig trees. Haven't seen a mango tree here yet, but I know they're around. Fruits just grow on trees. I know this is like, obviously, but that's how abundantly they grow. They just grow on trees. That's why this costs £1. I can get a drink for £1. Because it's just so abundant. Like if I had like a rope or something, I could climb that tree and just grab a coconut. Yeah, Philippines seems cool. I'll check that out at some point. Like this place is pretty awesome though. I would recommend Vietnam. Really, like I really can't say anything bad about it. To be honest, it's really fantastic, really awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's because in the UK all the fruit's imported and stuff like that. I've got some good candy as well. So I'll show you my candy. See this? 2 ingredients, right? Look at this. The ingredients are mango and sugar. 2 ingredients. 75% mango, 25% sugar. That's a beautiful thing to me. And earlier, so they sell them in there. Earlier I had, so all the candy here is just made of like fruit and like minimally processed. And earlier I had these candies. They were soursop, sugar, and rice paper, and that was it. And they were delicious. They were like ultra good. 89% soursop. That's what the candy's like here. It's like minimally processed, but it is still just, that's like the normal candy here. Obviously you can still get Haribo, and there's Pringles in there and stuff, but like you can get like actual healthy, whoa, this chair is, the chair nearly failed me. Yeah, like there's, all the candy here is just like really good. Think about how alkaline that is. Like, it's mango and sugar. Love it. Will you still open live when you become immortal, or will you forget us? No, I'll never forget. Always. What do you think my life is? My life is sharing this. What do you think I'm doing? Like, what do you think I'm doing when I'm not streaming? Like, hanging out with all my friends. You lot are my friends. You are my friends. It was £25 for a big watermelon. Yeah, bro. But to be fair, this time of year, it should be 99p a kilo, bro. So if you go to those Muslim shops or a local fruit and veg place, they're 99p a kilo. 99p. That's how much it should be. You should be paying £1.29 on the high end for a kilo of watermelon. 25 quid. That must be. It must have been a 25 kilo melon, or just it should be 99p a kilo this time of year. That's the going rate from a Muslim shop in the UK this time of year for a good quality watermelon. 99p a kilo. Thanks, Mandarava. You say humans are meant to live in a tropical place, question mark. Why? Is it because of the abundance of food? It's everything. It's the weather, the food, like the weather and the food, yes. Quite literally. Warm weather, you need it. Well, I say you need it, but there are communities and cities all over the world. But when you come to a place like this and you see how much happier you feel and how much happier everyone is, and you realize it's because of the weather and the food, then you'll see exactly what I'm saying. What's crystal bowls healing? Well, like sound healing. Yeah, that works. Sound healing. Very cool. It's all frequency. What places can you recommend? Just go to Vietnam, honestly. Go to Vietnam or Thailand. Check out Chiang Mai, Thailand. Chiang Mai is amazing. You'll like it there. If you come to Da Nang, Vietnam, you'll like it here. If you go to Saigon, Vietnam, you'll like it there. Those three are like the top 3 places I would recommend. Yeah, Spain is good for oranges, right? Spain is where you want to eat oranges in Spain. You say it's not good watermelon. The best watermelons I've ever had were from Morocco. But again, like watermelon, like I said, it's like McDonald's. It's consistent. You know what you're getting. Same every time. It's very rare to get a bad one. It's always the same. Do you know what I mean? It's very like watermelon. It's just like, this is how it is. The people around are a nice vibe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's because of the weather. And the food. Everyone's eating fruit. Drinking drink there. Everyone's just everywhere. Fruit stands. It's okay. Thank you. Bambao. It's good, isn't it? All right, Leanna, nice to see you. Right, cool. Thanks for coming. It was a nice stream today. I'll upload this to YouTube probably. Check out my YouTube channel if you haven't, True Immortal. And it's been nice chatting to everyone. And I will speak to you all very soon.